Hello! I'm sure everybody's doing good. So am I, and I'm very, very glad to be back. You must have missed me a couple of shows or 2 or 3 more shows. I was away, but I'm back. And I'm telling you, man, now that I'm back, we are taking online by storm. We'll be on, hopefully, every blessed day. You will get hooked up. You will, and all angles. So I'm glad I'm back. Stick around and we're going to have great fun. Today, I was thinking of what am I going to call this talk shop. The election is coming. The election is only 5 months away. And I mean, what? 5 months, 5 months away. And this election is going to be hot. Now, I'm going to title this episode, Ntam Kɛseɛ. Ntam Kɛseɛ. What kind of Ntam Kɛseɛ? Let's just say you saw some major oath. So we're going to take a short commercial break. When we come back, Ntam Kɛseɛ, right back.
Is it the luxurious rooms? Or the serene green surroundings? Is it the tempting swimming pool? Or the classy conference room? Or the cute gift shop? Maybe it's our chef's array of cooking delights. Whichever way, it's all about Cactus Creek. A most respected hotel. 055 039 5007.
Hi, my name is Angela Metal, a massage therapist at Cactus Creek. My job is simply to pamper you with the 3 R's, to relax you, to revitalize you, and to rejuvenate you. Come and let me pamper you.
055 039 5007.
Thank you. We're back and I'm fired up. And I'm telling you something. I can't believe it too. Ajabo. I feel the Aja Abeng Pao. Can you believe 2024 is just around the corner. We're going back to the polls, going back to conduct another election. And what I'm not waiting for, man, is NCBI, the prayers will start. We have to pray for Ghana before, during, and after the election. How do we keep the election peaceful before, during, and after the election? To get a peaceful election. And then have the prophets started? The prophet is Nehemiah now. Oh, God is saying, take your time small. Do you know that Ghana, God has a Ghana card? Shout the love for Ghana, man. It is the only country in the world that God has actually got a Ghana card. Do you know why? He's so interested in our elections. He can keep quiet on everything we do in Ghana, but when it comes to elections, you hear the prophets. And this God with the Ghana card is sneaky, because he'll pick specific prophets and prophesied them through them that Bawumia is coming. And then pick the same amount of prophets and prophesied them through them that Mahama is coming. And now that there's a whole lot more, I'm sure they will pick Cheddar, they will pick Alan, they will pick... This God is kind of dangerous, so it's just like the rest of our Ghanaians, man. Anyway, that's just for fun. But yeah, very soon we're going to hear all the prophets who are going to prophesy who the Lord has chosen to rule Ghana. By the way, all of that is bull crap. But that's not for this show. The next show coming, or the next show coming, is, I'm going to look at this very carefully for all of you to stop believing in all these awam, illogical prophecies that are allegedly coming from God. They have not seen anything, they have not heard anything, just like me and you, the guess. I have my guess, you have your guess, somebody else has their guess. And when they guess, their guess comes through, it's a prediction. But when a prophet's guess comes through, their prophecy. Anyway, today I want to talk about the election coming up very, very soon. And I'm calling it Ntam Kɛseɛ. Because, folks, the stakes are quite high. The stakes are quite high. What do I mean by quite high? The stakes are very high. This election has stakes that are very, very high. Okay? Let's look at a bit at the contestants, and let's look a little bit about their backstory and what makes the stakes so high. All right? You have the MPP and the NDC, the duopoly, those two who are in every game, NDC, MPP. And now there's all this noise about we're going to fix the country into here, a third force. And there are so many other wings that have cropped up that are possibly third forces. Yeah, Alan is there with his movement. He does not belong to the traditional two per se. Cheddar has come through. There's is Cheddar Bosom still in the ring? I don't think so. What about Akwiaronko? I don't think so either. But Kofi Kwanting, So we have all these little ones in the wings, But what makes this election very, very crucial is the battle between the two main parties. Let me tell you today, from the MPP perspective, the election is not about MPP and NDCU. Do you know that? From the MPP perspective, the election is between the MPP and John Mahama. I kid you not. The name Mahama has become the symbol that is holding the NDC. And so far as MPP is concerned, they are fighting John Mahama. Into John Mahama, I bet than the MPP in Ntam Kɛseɛ. They don't want to know who besides the NPP or Ntam Kɛseɛ in Denya. It's John Mahama. Let me tell you why. Of course, Mahama was in power, and the NDC came and they overthrew. Not overthrew. It wasn't the coup. They came and they were elected to replace John Mahama. So strategically, what that says, psychologically, say, yabe tu Mahama visu. The whole election the MPP mounted was how to hit John Mahama so hard, because if you can hit the head, the rest of the body will follow. So everything was done to hit Mahama. The stories, the amazing lies, everything to hit Mahama, and they won the election. You see, so if you make Mahama the issue and you're able to win the election, how would you feel if that same person comes back again after 8 years and tries to win the election again? That is scary. That is scary. So MP4 Ntam Kɛseɛ Mahama. I'm telling you, I kid you not, if any of the other candidates, who else was running on the NDC ticket? I think it was Kujobos was in the running, Dufo was in the running, and others. I am telling you, if the MPP had chosen Dufo or Kujobos, I don't think the signals would have been as scary as they are now to the MPP, because the return of Mahama, if he should succeed in coming, the signal that it is sending, is that, the people did believe in the MPP. The MPP campaign worked, and they won, and they replaced Mahama. So if Mahama comes back, it is just sending the signal that now the people have compared the incompetent Mahama that they campaigned against to the present MPP, but they've gone back to the incompetent Mahama. And yet, it doesn't look good, crowd. Honestly, if you look at the campaign waged by the MPP and how successful it was, and how they were able to uproot Mahama, and Mahama's middle name became incompetent. It was called John Incompetent Mahama. Now, by the middle name, incompetent, the tool for you, clear off. When you're competent, you can't rule this country. Shut up. So Mahama was cleared. So for whatever reason, folks, I kid you not, if there should be a comeback of Mahama, it's like the verdict is, acquire a tune because it's on your or you're incompetent, you're born a chair tune, or no one has a coffin number. That sends a signal, and it's not a very pleasant signal. It was sent to the MPP. MPP, Ntam Kɛseɛ and Mahama. I kid you not, And NDC too, they have their Ntam Kɛseɛ. Do you know the Ntam Kɛseɛ for the NDC? Breaking the 8. I swear to God. America focus. I swear to God. Ghana focus. I swear to God. I like the Ghana one, man. I swear to God. But I was swagging. Let me do the American way. I swear to God. No. If Baumia and Napo, who is now the vice president, if they should break the 8, do you know what that means to the NDC? Oh, Mario, I feel the idea. First one, you remember, second one, you remember. And normally in Ghanaian politics, they more be a crown country who could to be wabo. But if the MPP succeeds in breaking the 8, who could to know break it, then I'm telling you, that also sends very, very, very bad signals for the NDC. And what it means is simply that, Charlie, if anything, I grow no munka. So to the NDC breaking the 8, if it should happen, and almost Ntam Kɛseɛ, whatever will happen, we must make sure that these people do not break the 8. Not make sure, because there's nothing you can do, is the people that are going to vote. But in a sense, our whole body and spirit is behind them, the MPP not breaking the 8. And the MPP too, their whole body, spirit and everything is behind them. That Mahama should not show his face. Again, it is somewhat I say, do you understand the dynamics now? And how very, very, very important it is to both NDC and MPP to win this thing? Because if one goes down, whoever goes down, they say the bigger they come, the harder they fall. And it will be a very, very, very hard fall. So here we are now, these two major parties contesting, and actually it's like it's a two-party thing. But there are things going on too. 2024 is going to be very, very interesting. There are things going on there too. Alan has emerged. Some say, oh, Alan is just joking. I don't know me. I'm not a political pundit, All I know is that he has created some sway, with the yellow Afro-Franto thing. Alan has been able to create some impact. How far will that go? Can he mobilize enough support so that he can cut into the big two, so that no one actually gets the 50+1? Is that possible, or that's just a joke? Me, I don't know. I'm just talking about what we are looking forward to in 2024 and what is on the ground now. We have the MPP, we have the NDC, we have Alan has come up, and Cheddar, Cheddar has also come up, man. And Cheddar, I don't know yet if his party has been officially licensed. I remember the last interview I saw of him, somebody was asking him for a manifesto, and what he said was that, look, we are a movement now. We are mobilizing. And I think it's very, very premature for me at the level of a movement to present a manifesto. When we become a party, you will see. I think that's what I heard him say. If I didn't hear right, I apologize. But that's what I heard him say. And I'm paraphrasing. That's a movement now. And there's no point in movement going around with a manifesto. So I don't know yet if Cheddar has been registered as a party yet or not, or whether soon, because we have only 5 months to go. Only 5 months to go. And if the registration to become an official party has not happened, then it's a little scary. But some of people too have said that, yeah, this is somebody who is not a very politically savvy person, but a very, very good friend of mine. And I hope to God he's not listening to this show, because what I'm going to say is that this is his analysis. But Onye very, very politically savvy, you know. But he thinks that somehow Alan is going to force this thing to go into round 3. And at that point, Cheddar will join him. Now this is no. Alan said that also. And I'm sure that if this was like a live thing, one day I'll go live on this, on Facebook and YouTube, so that we can open the phone lines and hear you all contribute. Because I really would also like to hear from you and what you really think. Because that's his idea. He says, no, me, I'm not joking with Alan. I'm sure that, you know, he's going to take enough so that nobody's going to get the 50+1. And then once that happens, he sees a big union between Alan and Cheddar. And when that happens, hey, you know, until whatever it is, folks, 2024, Ghana be a shit. Ghana be a dead. But whatever it is, folks, it's going to be a watershed. Whatever happens is going to be a watershed for the history of Ghana, because if any of the party wins, you remember what I said in the beginning, is a big blow to the other, and the bigger picture of what that means to the party that loses is what we discussed, you know, earlier, you know. So between now and whatever we are in July, July, August, September, October, November, December. Between now and the next 5 months, is it safe to assume that people who are going to vote know what they're going to vote for now? Or can we assume that there are still plenty of people who are undecided? If you're undecided, please, I'd love to read from you. I'd like to read comments from you why you're undecided at this time, and what will it take for you to make a decision. Or you are undecided to the extent that you don't want to vote. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about those who don't want to vote. I just want to find out, are people out there today who say, I'm not sure, I'm undecided. And my question is, what is it that you're looking for to help you make a decision? What do you want to see? What do you want to hear? What is that final trigger that you listen to and say, oh, okay, now I know where I'm going to vote. I'm going here or there or whatever. Okay? Because this last 5 months that is left nothing major is going to happen. You know, I mean, if you are the MPP and you're the government, you can say, okay, let me quickly bring out as many projects that I can. You know, I don't know how many projects you can do in 5 months. I don't know how many streets you can go and build, or whether you go and pave some very, very quickly. I don't know exactly anything substantial that you can rush and do in these last 5 months for people to say, oh, you have finished so hard and I like what you have done, so I'm going to vote for you. So that's what I'm thinking. You know, so these last few months, this is left for those who are strategizing on how they can make money. The last 5 months, it's not about the political parties, so it's about the individuals, you know, who have certain close associations with the political parties and who go and present certain programs and agendas. Oh, we can do this, we can organize this, we can do that, we can organize that, we can get people together and, oh, yeah, sure, bring me a budget, because everybody wants a vote, you know. So this last 5 months is going to be many, many people who are going to be coming from the woodworks from everywhere who have a plan. And they're going to try as much as possible to sell the plan to the political parties. Because cash, you know, every cash that is left, the last amount of money that is remaining is now, has only one place to go. It's how do I push it into getting votes. And one thing too that the politicians are not aware of, all the politicians across the party, they don't have the ability to distinguish between somebody who really, really, really loves them and wants their t-shirt to somebody who's broke, who has not got any decent shirt, who's looking for a shirt to wear. Baby, how? If you like, let me go and print right now. KSM for Assemblyman is like go and print 10,000 t-shirts and take it out there. I'll come back within 30 minutes. I'll finish all the t-shirts. Do you think the people who are getting it actually care whether they're going to be an assemblyman? No. I mean, you have a car moving, you are standing in the car, you have a whole box of t-shirts, and you are throwing to people. They won't rush for it. They will rush. They will fight. They can even kill for the t-shirts. And the poor politician will say, hey, Charlie, my popular power. We say, no, but Jimmy t-shirts, you know. More. More. Who say, but Jimmy t-shirts, no fire, no. Yeah. Hi. Nipa foom. On me t-shirts. More. These are broke-ass people that, thanks to the system of government or misgovernment that we have now, have kept many, many, many people so broke. They'll do everything that they can to get a t-shirt. So that's one thing too that's going to be happening in the last 5 months. T-shirts, they show not only t-shirts, you know, so, you know, Bentwa. Now, I don't know whether it's been a new thing that has come to replace Bentwa, because I remember long ago, they even gave, do you know what Bentwa is? Yeah. You're looking at the Bentwa right now. This thing you're looking at the screen was one of the #1 giveaways before elections. Bentwa. And people actually rushed for this. Very, very scary. Very, very scary. And sad. It is sad to know that people will actually crumble over each other to get this Bentwa. Very, very sad. You know, but it's even sadder for the politicians to think that, oh, I've given them Bentwa, so I bought their vote. I know there was one politician, and I won't mention his name now, who said, oh, Ashanti region, no problem. On t-shirts, pa. On t-shirts, pa. You know. So among the things that they give away is Bentwa, oil, more, rice, whatever. They used to give cement, but now cement is too expensive, so I don't think they'll go there. But let me say this. In this last 5 months that is left, this is what you should expect. Gifts and little trickery things that will make you think that, oh, these people care for me. Trust me, if they care for you, they won't wait until the last 5 months. They will be with you throughout. Okay? But they won't wait until the last 5 months. So my advice, first of all, to the politicians is that, look, the voters, no, don't underestimate the voters. 20 years ago it wasn't. And I know that. 20 years ago, one t-shirt, one vote. Easy. One bentua, one vote. The whole family will vote for you. But those days are gone, man. These days, the voters are very discerning. They are very sharp, and they think. And what I like about them best is that they will tell you, oh, please, I will vote for you. You give me the t-shirt. Oh, for to me, brothers, just add 2 more. I'll make sure they will come at you with the smiles and the joys of everything to have you convinced that you have bought their vote with your t-shirt. And trust me, when they enter that room, they vote their conscience. Some time ago on this show, I said that there are 2 very, very important things that we deal with. And the choices are money and conscience. They are very, very powerful things. And I said that money is the most powerful. But sometimes, no matter how powerful money is, it has a hard time buying conscience. There was a time that conscience was not even in the equation. Now we're talking about earning money. I was say actually less thing. No. Conscience was not playing anywhere. It was all about the money. Yes. That's when I advised that, yes, all of you who have money to throw about, you make your gifts and throw them about, because a day will come when they don't have the money, but their conscience will let them take your money. Their conscience will tell them to assure you, but that same conscience will advise them to do the right thing. And what really amazes me is the conscience of the Gen Zs. The Gen Zs, that new crop, that new generation that has propped up. You can't read them. You may think you know the Gen Zs. You may think you have a handle on them, but trust me, you have no idea where their mind is. If you want to understand the Gen Z, sit down with them, engage them, not one day, not 2 days, over a period of time. Get them to be comfortable enough to start relating back to you, and then you see where the Gen Z's mind are. And that's my hope for Ghana, that there are these Gen Z's coming up who don't think the way we used to think. We are old school. It was in our time that we would say, Charlie, and people who still believe what we used to believe in our time, who would say, Charlie, I don't care. You can bring a goat and tie the goat here. If you put MPP colors on that goat, then I'll vote for the goat, because MPP. Me, I don't care. Whether you for punching, brakra, anafa, NDC colors, shadow. Me vote for punching, or giant, or whatever. That thinking, folks, thank God Almighty, is gone. It means some are looking around, but the Gen Zs, thank God they don't think like that. They think of what they need to do. They think of how they can sway you to begin to think that you have them in their corner, and then they will capitalize on that and do you in. Folks, Today, dear, is just like shooting the breeze. Is what this election means to all the parties, especially the two main parties, and what the Ntam Kɛseɛ for both of them are, and how we have only 5 months left, and nothing major can take place to change anything dramatic. So between now and then, there is the cash. I better to a bunting. Any whatever things that we'll put out there to try and convince people to vote for us. So, to the politician, I'm telling you, there's a bit of hard work ahead for you, because the people are thinking differently now. And to the people, please also stand up and show the politicians that, Charlie, no one can take you for granted, and get your vote for Bentwa. Force them to come up with something concrete that will change what's sitting. Anyway, that's all I'm going to do for today, and I'll be back very, very soon. Next time I'm back, there's something that we have to look at. Very, very important. I won't say anything yet, but maybe I'll mention them. So until I come back again, KSM, let me sign off as I say in every time I come on this show. Truth, crashed to earth, shall rise again.